Founders, welcome back. Today we're going to be doing another big board draft, but fear not, the biggest board is coming. Thinking about a tomorrow night stream or Saturday night stream. We might have to do 2 or 3 in a row. Those rooms do take a little longer to fill, but I have full confidence that we'll be able to get that. So don't miss that show. Hit the bell for notifications so you can join those drafts as well. If you haven't already picked up the draft guide, link is in the description. You can find it in the Discord as well. 6 pages of player write-ups, tongue twister. Ranked all the way through round 18 with the current ADPs. And that's just going to be how the values are set up based on today's ADP for Underdog. I think it's fun to do that. And we're also working on getting the CSV for everybody. Takes a little while, but shout out to Josh. He's going to help us with that. The man, the myth, the legend. The big board is officially 63% full. So trying to find some values on the back end. Shout out to Pete. He reached out to us for a couple tips for his newest video on Deposit Kingdom. Put us in there twice. Good man. Good man. We gave him the shout of like Jonnu Smith and players such as Mike Gesicki, players that weren't being drafted in the first, 45, 50% of the big board. So even if they are owned at 100% from there on, from 50% fill rate to 100%, we're talking about the average exposure to this player would be like 4.3%. It would be half of the normal. So if you're over 4.3 or 4.4%, then you would be over field average. It's sort of like Kyron last year when he was relatively low owned. That was even lower. So it was like 3.2% for Bestball Mania. Just different ways we're trying to find to leverage the early drafters and those ADPs we know have become more rich. Also sort of coming off of the Mooney pick, who's risen 40, 50 picks. How do we now leverage that? Because I'm not really chasing that up too much further than he's at. I still think the pick's fine at his ADP, but where I had roughly 30% to Mooney, we were getting pummeled in the comments for it. Now we're making the switch to players like A.T. Perry or maybe we'll mix in Josh Reynolds. We got some news that he's scheduled for a Baltimore visit. And before Noah Brown re-signed in Houston, I thought Reynolds may have had a small chance to sign there as well. But A.T. Perry, we're mixing in Cincy guys. Javon Baker, of course, is some of my faves. And then one more nugget before we get going. Taj Washington. Now all my rookies, like my favorite rookies, are pretty much gone. The values, they've all risen. Even Jalen McMillan, who is one of our super sleepers, a pounder favorite, is now going sometimes in the 19th, but definitely in the 20th. Taj Washington. Check him out. Let me know what you guys think. We have a few more sleepy sleeps down here that maybe we'll get into. But one that hasn't really been mixed in too much, and I think we're at like 3%. So we're not going crazy with it. But on the back end, we are trying to find some of these players that aren't being drafted. Some of the scroll the F down guys, if you will, if that makes sense. But some quick hellos. We have Al in the chat, Logan dropping the spoons, Adam. Let's go, guys. Welcome to the live stream. We are going to be maxing this as well. Right now, we have how many? We've done 115. So we have 35 left here. We actually have one slow finishing up as well. So that's not too big deal. We have plenty of content to have been made. And then we have, I was only going to do 20, but I couldn't help myself. I just kept drafting. The rookie and sophomores. It was so addicting. And eventually we did get the combo that we wanted. And that is A-Rich and Bijan. We got one. And just ecstatic. Like, really, that feels nutted. Or Stroud and and Bijan would have been ideal too, but guess what? Beggars can't be choosers. We'll take one of the elite QBs plus the running backs. As we know, running backs in that contest fall off so damn quick. Logan's in the 3 spot. We have Adam in the 8 here, and that might be it for Pounders here. We might have made out. This room's looking juicy. This room's looking juicy. Oh my. Oh my. 3 red badges. I'm ecstatic. We drafted a couple fun ones earlier today as well. Oh my god. We had Kelsey fall like a full round to us. Let me pull up that draft real quick because that is just rare. That's rare. Is it this one? Nope, it's not gonna be this one. This is the Mahomes, Goff, Jonathan Taylor, Mostert, Charbonnet, McLaughlin, Rico, Tank, Monra, Rashee, Kirk. Kirk 9 picks after ADP. Rashee Rice 7 picks after ADP. JSN, not like this is probably I'd have him closer. I'd have him even further than 80, but if I'm gonna get exposure to him, I had to take him here. Uh, Myers, a full round after ADP. You're gonna give me my boy Roman after ADP? Okay, we'll take it. Little Zay, Tyler Boyd, McMillan, Kelsey, 13 picks, Njoku, 14, 13 picks, and Jaceki didn't need a third tight end here. Maybe could have spent it at RB. It's a hero JT build. I don't mind the third tight end here in a 20 round build. I don't think that's a big deal at all. Back to the room. Just in time. Obviously, we don't get CMC or Lamb to fall to us. For me, it looks like this. If you guys have the draft guide, I like Bijan. I like Bijan. It's tied. I want my Chase and Bijan exposure to be higher than Hill and Jefferson. That's all. So this is probably going to put us in like the 12% range for Bijan. But yeah, I want my Brees 8% plus as well. So we are going to have to take that out of Hill and Jefferson this year, which is a little sketch. Not going to lie. Not going to lie. Yeah, so I mean, we're still drafting some strong teams, even though we're on the back end. We're on the last 35% of the contest. You can still put together some strong teams. You got to scoop a little bit of value, and it's doable. 7 left. And Bryce says cancel it. Ben likes that one. Yeah, I'm I'm Bijan over Brees right now. I mean, we've given all the other Atlanta players a sizable bump because of Kirk Cousins. I think you have to do it with Bijan as well. He does deserve to be bumped up with the Kirk news. More sustained drives, more red zone trips. I think that all that stuff is expected. Adam says he wants more Bijan. Yeah. Nothing too crazy here. Amon-Ra goes at 7. Adam gets Brees at 8. Never happens to me. But I also don't absolutely hate Amon-Ra at 8. He's not gonna be, the highest ceiling guy in the first round, and maybe that's why it doesn't feel as good, but you're getting a very high floor. He will not hurt your advance rates, let's put it that way. Maybe you just adjust with future picks at receiver. Garrett Wilson and Kyron start. I think Kyron was kind of a sneaky winner in free agency. Rams don't really add anyone that is gonna challenge him for touches, so maybe this team touches at RB in the draft. At least that's expected, although it was expected last year as well, and it didn't happen. So, we have the history there with the Rams. JT at 16, another free agency winner when Zach Moss went to Cincy. Adams being brought to 17. I miss Adams at pick 25. Like, let me check my exposure because we were slamming that every chance we got, even though we weren't getting a lot of 1 spots and 2 spots early on, and it started to come around. Yeah, I'm at 9%. I would love for that to be higher, but alright. Is this the double RB start? We could go London here. We can go Ayuk. When I go RB first, it's tough to bring in Josh Allen here. This isn't gonna be that different. Let's do it anyways. Alright. We're going double anchor RB here. This is gonna be a different style video. I might have to change the title of this one. Bijan Achane. Not different because, you're getting Achane here. Bijan started at pick, like, 7, 8-ish. He was in the middle back. So, not different, but it's different for our exposures, and I guess that matters. And then we might be getting different here, so who knows? Where did London go? London went at pick 18. Dude, my London exposures juiced. I still don't mind him in this range. 17%. We have slowed up just a tad. DJ Moore off the board at 27. See, that would have been nice. That would have been a nice way to get different because the Bijan Achane teams here at pick 7, 18 or 8, 17 aren't getting DJ Moore at 32. So that would have been a cool way to get different. Although Diggs is fine too. Diggs is fine too because Diggs isn't falling back here as well. So this might be a little different combo. Just a little tougher to get. No, absolutely. Bry Asia's team's dead. I love that. If you think Diggs is that heavily tied to Allen, you're right, but that just means you can get there with the Russian QB such as Kyler, such as Lamar, such as Jalen Hurts. Obviously, Lamar goes here 29. What? There goes that one. Yeah, if you're only doing a couple of these, like 5, 10, like, go get your guys, but if you're doing 30, 40, 50 plus, you just basically hope that you get them back at ADP on this one instead of reaching a full round, because those other Lamar teams are gonna have an extra 3rd rounder against you. Double RB. We are forced to go receiver on the next pick. Pittman off the board. There's always a long run at receiver in this range. Come on, take the RBs, take the QB, take the tight end. Kelsey's gonna have another 12 down season. We gotta sell it. We gotta sell it. I like the Waddle click. I like the DK click. I'd have DK towards the front of this group, to be honest. Waddle would be up there. Evans would be in front of a few of these guys. It's gonna be interesting when I finally finish the CSV rankings, which are gonna be an additional part of the Patreon membership benefit, as well as the draft guide. It's gonna come hand in hand. Smith. Okay. Okay. They're still pissing. Put it away. Put it away. E. This is it's looking rough. We're gonna have to double tap receiver here. The double RB, the toughest part about it is it boxes you out. Like, you can't scoop a value. Like, if a running back comes to us, if ETN comes to us at 45, not taking him. Derrick Henry, definitely not. Mostly because we got our shares at pick 60. ETN we'd have to think about. But if it's between ETN, T, and Amari Cooper, Adam's got to go ETN here, I would think. Just kidding. He's got Brees, Devontae, and Mike Evans. I like this start. I like that start. I think this is gonna be very unique where a lot of teams are gonna have Josh Allen and Diggs. It's gonna be an interesting one. Keenan Allen off the board at 41. Hmm. Okay. ETN's off the board. All right, good. We're getting one of these 2. I'm already feeling better. Already feeling better about it. All right, we get TT. Let's go. Don't have to do anything crazy here. Don't have to do anything crazy. Cooper off the board. Patty, you gotta think he's pairing it with Kelsey. Although he already has Laporta. Let's see what he does. Oh, damn. This dude's so pissed. He had Rashee Rice. He gets sniped on Mahomes, and he still takes Kelsey. You gotta think this guy's in full tilt right now. Actually punching the air. See what Logan wants to do here. Logie, who do you want? McBride? Ooh, wow. Whoa. Ooh, 15 pick reach up for BTJ with Josh Allen. Pick 66. Could have fallen to you. Probably not, though. He's been pretty much a steady riser. He's someone that's really tough to get after ADP. Let's bring in Rome here. Rome or Kirk? Because we need reps. We'll go Rome. We'll go Rome for the end of season upside. We still need a receiver, though. This is gonna be tough to recover from. Pick 69 and BTJ isn't there. So that's one less in that range. But even if Godwin falls to us, I'm feeling pretty confident about this team. That's probably good that we don't go Kirk there, that Kirk is gonna be a little more of a floor style player, high floor style player this year, especially without Ridley. But if we're planning to get Godwin on the back end, I think it's smart to go Rome or Pickens in this range. Trey McBride off at 55. Oh, yeah. Adams got Brees, Adams, Mike Evans, Keenan Allen, George Pickens. What a start. 3-spot Logan, Tyreek Hill, Josh Allen, DJ Moore, Amari Cooper, and BTJ. I like what Logan did too. I mean, he takes a falling DJ Moore, but how many teams are just going to click Diggs here? And the run at receiver continues. Continues. Slow down. I have little of Diggs. Hmm. I didn't even notice that. Why is my chat on the left side not? It's not updating. Gotta go into StreamYard for these. Yeah. Yeah, this is pain. But you take those risks, and when it works out for you, when you get falling receiver value, you feel really good about it. Yes, okay. We missed the comment that he's going crazy on the BTJ. A-Rich is 63. Damn. Damn. I like that price for him, not gonna lie. Stroud at 60. We got Stroud at 70 earlier today, and that felt really nice. We went double elite QB for double elite. I think it was Lamar and Stroud. But 2 QBs within the top 70 picks. That was another draft that was, you kinda box yourself, and you hope for falling value at positions of need, and it happened, and that team also turned out really sick. I'll pull that one up after the 7th round pick. Joe Mixon off the board at 65. Adam bringing in his second receiver with 4 his second running back with 4 receivers. Dude, Mixon's had a huge rise. Huge rise. Okay, Burrow off the board. Kincaid. We can't. Okay. We're probably gonna go Pitts here and just push it. Logan shouldn't be picking Godwin, 4 receivers, but obviously he wanted Kincaid. I'd be surprised if he doesn't bring in a running back or 2 in this range. Let's try something. Aaron Jones off the board, expected. This guy's got 2 receivers. We're just making the bet that he likes JSN. Okay, goes his second QB with Lamb. I love this battle going on. The the 1 and 2 spot battling it out. There it is. There's the JSN click, followed by, "Oh, we took the shot. We took the chance." I'm cool with one of these 2. I'm cool with one of these 2. We do open ourselves up for a little cousin stack as well. A little double in Atlanta. Hmm, if we go tight end here, we're done at 2. We're gonna save a spot on the back end. I think we have to go D-Hop here, though. I think we have to go D-Hop. Up in 16 picks, have no idea how the room's gonna fall back to us. Let me pull up that draft from earlier. And this one was I believe I posted this one in the Discord for people to join, and we had a couple pounders in here. Yeah, Adam and Vinny were in this draft, little off-stream draft. Lamar and CJ Stroud with Bijan, Javonte, Trey Benson fell 14 picks. Charbonnet fell 7 picks. Kendre Miller and Elijah Mitchell fell 15. McBride likely and Gesicki. And then receivers, London, Tank Dell, Jordan Addison fell 13 picks. Romeo Dobbs, which I don't love the ADP for Dobbs, but I'm at 1% exposure. Like this was just like just a mix in. Gabe Davis, Ricky Pearsall, Malik Washington, and then 2 guys that we're talking about when we started the show. Sort of pivoting to these picks where Darnell Mooney is not there. Obviously, we're smashing that click early in the draft season, so now it's like, okay, now we'll take these players that people were drafting while we were hitting the Mooney. Gamble, welcome to the live stream, man. Wow. Called out, dude. Called out. Adam won McBride and A-Rich, but missed both. Let's go. Rome Odunze is my guy. I'm literally praying to the football gods every night that the Giants don't draft him. God. Little Talladega Nights reference in there. I love it. I love it. Yeah, that is, like, the place that everyone's sort of projecting him to go, but we don't know what's gonna happen in the draft. No one does. There's gonna be trades. There's gonna be some wild shit that's gonna happen, and we think we know. Just like free agency, like, you think you know, and then the Bears come in and they bring in DeAndre Swift. By the way, I'm still hoping for a Khalil Herbert trade. Like, if that happens, Khalil Herbert's way too cheap right now, depending where he lands, obviously, but Alright, James Conner off the board at 89. Adam is just scooping our guys right now. Scooping our guys. Hmm. What do we wanna do at QB here? We could pair Levis, we could pair Kirk. That's pretty gross. We need another out here. These RBs, I don't really feel the need to go after. This is a gross one. I think we're going to AD here. We'll mix in Swift. I hate it so much. We'll mix in Swift. Let's get another RB range. We're gonna have to find some QB stacks. I think I know where we're going. What's our next 2 picks? Pick 117, 124. Okay. Good range. We're cool with that. We're cool with that. I think I know what we're doing. Ooh, okay, there's 1 QB. Chill. Easy. Easy. JMO gone. Who's it gonna be? Who can call it out? Who knows who I'm drafting? Type it in the chat. I like the AD click there. Who do we think it's gonna be? I'm going Caleb. Bring in Caleb here. Expected to go to Chicago. We bring in Swift. Maybe we get Kmet. Get a little different back stack here with the Bears. We could have gone JMO and Goff as well, but I don't like that one as much in this situation. Alright, so we need Kirk. We need Kirk and Levis, and then I'm cool with that triple right there. Caleb Williams, Kirk, and Levis, and Levi's. Now we need to execute. Now we need to catch up at receiver again. And where's Kirk go? He goes in that, like, 124 range. 125, so we did plan that out pretty damn nice. If he falls, obviously, we're going Kirk, but our next pick has to be a receiver, and then we're not getting another receiver until pick 141, 148. You start peeking at that range, and I'm cool with it. I'm cool with it. Let's go. Let's go. You guys just joined us. Go down, slap the like on the live stream. Hit the bell for notifications. We'll be drafting the biggest board this weekend. You're not gonna wanna miss that. Fantasy Football Garage, welcome to the live stream, dude. Caleb would have been nice with Keenan for sure. For sure. Little snipey snipe. We had to do it. We had to make a move at our first QB. We had to sort of force a stack in there as well. I don't think we get from that. With our plan, we need Kirk here at 124 or 117, doesn't matter with which. Would one of these teams to our left go Kirk Cousins? Where's the London team? London's here in the 7th spot. He's got 2 QBs. I think we're safe from him at 114. Should be able to draft Kirk here for free at 124. Who's going unstacked Kirk? Definitely not Logan. This one spot, the one spot could tee off the board. Hopefully, we have a QB in between. Like, hopefully, Goff is still there. A little decoy Goff. Let's see, Adam. Oof. Adams 3 QB is gonna be fun. This is gonna be wild. I'm just dropping the bag right now on these receivers. We need to catch up. Diggs, T. Higgs, Roma Dunze, DeAndre Hopkins. Feel good about tight end, feel really good about running back. Maximum 6 running backs on this build. You can definitely stop at 5 depending who we get, but our next RB is not gonna be until probably round 15, just looking at the way my team's built right now. Probably end up with 5. Feel like Braylon Allen or something, Marshawn Lloyd in that range. 172? Absolutely not. Used to be able to get Marshawn Lloyd there. Now you're looking at Antonio Gibson, Herbert. The RBs have risen. And that's sort of why I do like getting a little more certainty at RB now that a lot of those rookies have risen. You're not getting Jalen Wright at pick 200 anymore. And even in rookie sophomores, he didn't have an ADP to start the day. So, like, we were just crushing him in the last round. No! My god, there's 2 QBs in between, and he reaches up 8 picks for Cousins? Who are you? Who are you? Ooh, ooh. I literally almost just switched it to Tua for Achane. I tried. I tried. Fuck! What just happened? This man's like, "Yeah, I want naked Kirk Cousins before ADP here. Um, that's what my team needs. We have Lamar, and I need naked Cousins in order to win, week 17 against 558 other teams. That's what it's gonna take." Oh, so sick. So, so sick. This might be my first 4 QB build. Let's see. We have to start bringing in some oh god. Oh dear. So, we have to get Levis, we can get Geno. Are we comfortable with those 3? Not as much. Staffy. I think we put off QB. Teams to my right, a couple teams with 0. Let's go lad. Let's go lad. Let's shore up wide receiver at least a little bit. Yikes. Big yikes. I should have gone Tua, and here's the reason. There's no amazing reason. Maybe Jonnu Smith at the end with, Achane. Definitely should have went Tua there. I tried. I tried. Adam clearly wants oh my god. This room this room is causing pain. This room is causing me pain. I just lost 2 years off my life. Like, what is this? Of all people, so, like, give me the chance to draft Kirk here, right? Because it makes sense. And then let me try to push it to this 1 spot, making the mistake of drafting. Although this guy, the 2 spot drafted 3 QBs, so maybe this guy would've went Kirk. I think I was doomed either way if I try to push him, but maybe I didn't really love this range. Like, I could push I wouldn't have drafted Tyler Lockett here if Kirk Cousins was on the board. We can go Fant too and bring in Geno. We have some backdoor stacks, but sweet mother of God. I didn't feel like reaching up 15 picks for, like, Staffy and then try to get, like, Davis Allen. Not the grossest thing, but screw that. Screw that. We're not stooping down. We're not stooping down to their level, okay? We're gonna do it the right way. Why? Why? Alright, Adam brings in Jane Daniels and Troy Franklin with his last 2. He's pushing Rodgers. Logan with AD, Tua, and Schultz. Mm, Jalen right off the board at 134. Man's got that steam. Ranked green from the first edition of the draft guide that came out was 6%. He was he was an honorable mention. He wasn't even going in the first 18 rounds. He was going behind Odell. Sweet mother of now we probably will go Kmet if he falls to us, but he's not gonna because anyone we put in our queue is just being attacked. Is just being attacked. Where where are they set up? Where are the snipers? Where are there he is. Shoulda known. Shoulda known. Gross. Do we just go RB here? I don't care about Rodgers without Wilson. We can go Conklin, but if we're trying to go Fant, how many tight ends we trying to bring in here? I think we just sure up RB. I've been clicking a ton of Jerome Ford early. Sort of been mixing in some more Sharps over the last couple days. Let's continue to do that. 7 picks after ADP. Levis at 173. Are we gonna get this guy at ADP? Alright, Levis at 165. That is that safe? Is that and then Geno at 172? Like, that would be the ideal double tap for us. So we're just sort of prepping ourselves for that mentally. Worst case, we're gonna end up with, like, Derek Carr, A.T. Perry, Juwan Johnson, and Daniel Jones if, like, Geno gets sniped. Otherwise, we'll try to get Fant, pick 2 hundies, so I'll be the next round after that. Fant at 189 or 196. We have different ways we can maneuver to not fully tilt this draft on the live stream, even if we want to. Even if we really wanna tilt this room. RB starts to fall off after this group. It would've just been so nice. We have Kirk. Probably still not going Mooney here just because we're getting him at the 20th round for so long. Whoa, okay. There's the Jonnu. Brings him up ahead of Freiermuth. I'd probably have him ranked just behind Mayer, but I like the stance. I like the stance because he has Tua. Yeah, I don't mind it. Let's go with our guy. Let's bring in Roman Wilson. Just continue to catch up at receiver because no sense reaching for these QBs that aren't gonna be correlated with our team and probably won't provide much value. Maybe we can hit on some good rookie receivers, and that's where we're catching up in points. We have the 2 QBs. If those 2 go, you can always go like a naked Daniel Jones. Just hope he plays more than 6 games this year. Yeah, we feel pretty good about receiver now. Oof, that one hurt. Go Fields for upside. Yeah, Fields is always an option as well. You're hoping to get you're with Fields, the Fields draft, I don't care if he only plays 3 games in the last 3 of the year. but he's been sliding to pick, like, 172 pretty often, so we'll see. We have the Levis correlation with D-Hop, we have the Geno with Lockett, and then we can go Fant. I wanna try go for those correlated pieces before a player like Fields right now, who, like, pick 140 isn't his real ADP. Some of these RBs are falling that I like as well. One of these guys would definitely allow us to stop nope, not Algier or Bijan, I think that's stupid. One of these 3 would allow us to stop at 5 if one of our QBs gets sniped. May as well just put them in the queue. Nothing we're getting sniped if they're not in the queue, if they're in the queue. Time to break the curse here. It's time to break the curse. Adam says he loves his team. I'm so glad, Adam, that you're having so much fun. Calvin Austinley, I don't even hate it. Vape, welcome to the live stream. Yeah, yeah. Honestly, that's probably one of, that's a top 3 Payne snipe from this offseason, and I'd even have London. So, it's just that I put off QB so far that I was probably too heavily dependent on getting Kirk, but where the London drafter had 2 QBs, naked Kirk over 2 other QBs before ADP. All that added in. Recipe to tell you for sure. We should be getting at least one of these guys between Levis and Geno. No Metcalf, no Metcalf, no Metcalf, Tyler Lockett. But with Fant, it's not the worst. It's not the worst. See if we get them both. Yeah, so Mooney goes basically at ADP here, 162, not to the current team. I love that so much. I love that so much. I'm I'm a little happier. I'm a little happier. Small time, that was big time. Alright, the names don't let the name fool you. That was big time right there. That dude's got my back. This man's just gone rogue at this point. He goes Tyler Boyd at 164. Dude, the Thielen steam, even, like, before Deontay Johnson was just so gross. Alright, Pair Levis with D-Hop. We should be able to get Geno Smith back to us. Where's the does this team have no, this team doesn't have Metcalf, but they have JSN. Purdy and Drake May. Mm, Geno pick coming. Geno pick coming. He needs a 3rd QB in my this is gonna be painful. We have to start thinking about Ty Chandler in this range too. At 172, we'll be able to stop at 5 RBs. He goes Fields instead. Don't go 4 QBs. Do not go 4 QBs. Anything's possible in this room. We thought like, "Oh, yeah, badgeless room, only a few red badges, like, we're gonna have so much fun." Wrong, wrong. It's the opposite. Oh, dear. Auto? Auto tie? Yes. Yes. I've never been so happy. Logan? You can take him. I don't care. I'll go Kendra here at 172. I wouldn't even be mad. Goes Braylon Allen. Alright. Let's bring in Gino. Let's continue the plan. Still, these 3 QBs is motley. It's it's not pretty. It's not pretty. However, if this is Kirk, I do feel better, like, a lot better about it. Alright. You kinda have to stop with these 3. You kinda have to stop and hope for the best. I think Sam Howell going to Seattle actually does provide more security to Geno Smith heading into the draft. That's just my personal thought. Bri H. Dude, Bri, bring up your advance rates from BBM. You were my most drafted with player. We have to find a way to save a roster spot. Could be could we stop with one of these? Could we stop with one of these picks at RB and just stay with 5? We try that too. Stop at 5 RBs right here. Our receivers we caught up at. Obviously, we need to add a few more. Then tight end. Fant goes to the top of our list. Hmm. Do we really like just Fant and Pitts? That's the thing. So one more RB, probably 2 tight ends, and then 2 receivers. Does that make sense? Yeah, 9 receivers with this build. I think that's fine. That'll be pretty well balanced in my opinion. We're trying to save it. We're trying to literally put makeup on a pig right now. Yes, please. Yes, please. Khalil Herbert to the Cowboys, please. Just I'm ready for the announcement now. I'm ready for the announcement now. Russell Wilson off the board? Yeah, get these bums off the board, please. Please. It's almost our pick. Ooh, Fant. Gonzo. That's fine. What are we gonna do here? Chiggy? Get the double sack here. We're gonna go with 3 tight ends anyways. He was always the backup plan. He was always the backup plan. I don't even like like, I would prefer Conklin or Sanders over Chiggy right here, and we have to think about it. These teams on the back end have, like, 1 tight end, 1 tight end. They've also drafted all the QBs. I like Davis Allen down here as well. Let's go with our gut. Let's just go with Conk. Let's just go with Conk. Maybe if Chiggy comes back to us, but let's set him free, and if he comes back, it was meant to be. And that's if Dowdle's not there. I think I have to go RB in this range, and then we're stopping at 5. We have our 3 QBs. We're gonna bring in 1 more tight end and then 2 more receivers, and that's gonna be balanced. That's gonna be the balance here. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, Bowers is definitely a threat to go to the Jets. Everything you think you know about how the NFL draft's gonna go, starting at probably pick 3, there could be fireworks, so draft boards are it's nice to look at, different people and their projections, but it's tough to really lean into most of it. Like, some people are still thinking that Justin Fields was gonna be a Bear, like, up until he got traded. Like, what are you guys thinking? Like, they're gonna get him like Marvin Harrison Jr. at 1, like, there's people that thought that. Okay, Dowdle's gone. This dude's got a 3.39. It's not even that bad, but the Goff pick is probably too much invested at QB at that point. I don't mind adding maybe like a super late guy like Derek Carr, but in that range, yeah, and this team's not even that bad. We'll see. See how this one comes out. He goes tight end. He goes Ertz there. Hmm. Rashawn Johnson, we have to start thinking about as well. Logan with 5 receivers. I think we mix in Rashawn Johnson. Oh, we can't. We got fucking Swift. It's gross. We hate it. It's Ray Davis or Estime. I wanna bring in a rookie. Estimate, you're just hoping he finds, like, a red zone role on a team, and he bulldozes his way in for 5 tutties. I think that'd be a really good outlook for him. Let's go Estimate. Part of the reason he's really new to this ADP, he started in, like, the 155-ish, 160 range, so we didn't take much of him then, so let's take a couple shares and sort of leverage the early drafters that were drafting him at an egregious price before he ran like a a 10-second 40. Alright, we're done at RB. Oh, man, this team's ugly. I'm so glad this isn't a biggest board draft, although it wouldn't have gone like this if it was a biggest board draft. People tend to stay in their lane more because when one person messes up the natural balance of correlating your squad, it trickles down. It trickles down. This Tyler Lockett pick should have been a Tua. This is one mistake that we can look back on and be like, "This should have been a Tua, and we should have been thinking about bringing in Jonnu Smith to pair with Achane." So, like, that I can admit, but not being able to identify that mistake is what makes, I think, good drafters and bad drafters so far apart. Not being able to improve on the next draft. Gesicki here at pick 200, I still love this price for Gesicki. Ingram, Otton, Gesicki, I'm on board. I think people are s I think drafters are so worried about being hurt by a Cincinnati Bengal tight end. Oh, they're tied to Burrow, like, why does Smith Jr. not play well? It's because he's not good. He's I think Gesicki's worth the bet as an offensive tight end on a team that might lose T. Higgs, we'll see. I think there's at least a chance there. Ray Davis off the board at 206, that's like that old school ADP. Had him get sniped on Ertz, we don't wanna hear it. We don't wanna hear it. We're gonna have to open up our own counseling center here. Drafters Anonymous. Receiver, tight end. God damn. I keep looking back at this team, I'm like, "God, this thing is ugly." But what will make me feel a little better is if you go down, slap the like on the live stream, hit the biggest board draft this weekend. We had our highest finish in a $100 entry, the 101 Dalmatian from last year, 4th place finish. This is a very similar structure. We're 4 out of 12 advanced. And then I think it's 2 out of 8, 2 out of 8, and like a 30-seat final, 1,600 entrants total. Love that. Love that. It's right in our wheelhouse. It's Javon Baker here. If I don't go Javon Baker, Logan will. And am I gonna love any receivers that I'm left with? We'll take the chance that our tight end comes back to us. But some of these teams need receivers, like Logan needs receivers, Slim needs receivers. This guy needs running backs. So let's take Baker here. They need one more receiver, and, like, this is where with this sorta team, I was like, Mooney fits the way we draft, like, so well from the start of the big board till when he finally got picked up by Atlanta. He fit our team so well. We were drafting him with a ton of rookies. That's how we were telling you to draft Mooney, with a bunch of rookies. And then he gets a landing spot where he's gonna be the 3rd favorite target, which was always our thought process. Might actually be the 4th favorite target, though. Bijan's gonna command a pretty good amount, although Kirk's not a top 12 QB for checkdowns. I'll tell you that. Hmm. Let's go. We should have him. We should be good. Unless someone's going 4 tight ends. No. No, shouldn't. Feel pretty confident about it. Sanders off the board. This is a good price for Sanders. Like, pick 218, even if he's just a backup, even if he's just a handcuff and he's not even getting the role of, like, the change of pace back, even if he's just the handcuff, the number 2 there. Pick 218 on a team that shouldn't be touching at RB in the draft. Yeah, I I'll be overweight on Sanders. I'm not gonna be at, like, 20% plus, but I'll be overweight on him, especially when he falls. I think that's an easy scoop. We just went to full advance rate mode. Next click, it's tough to bring in another rookie with this style team, but we'll see who comes back to us. It would be nice. Yeah, we could have gone Treylon Burks, but it's with Ridley, with D-Hop, I don't know. Do we go Gallup? Do we go Gallup? It's just such a random piece. It's such a random piece. Josh Reynolds visiting the Ravens today. He's gone, right? Someone drafted him? Which is wild. Where did Bateman go? Where are the Bateman slappies? Raise your hand in chat. Bateman would still went at 199 with that news. You have to think he didn't know. And that's to a team that doesn't have Burrow. Where's the Reynolds? Burrow. Lamar. Hmm. Let's start clicking receivers. Oh god. Even KJ Osborne to New England, probably not the worst pick in the world right now. Lazard, I'm just looking for someone that after Jalen McMillan comes off the board, I don't really want to bring in another receiver here. Another, rookie, I should say. Dude, this is the piece you need. Found it. I found it. It's the wide receiver 4 in Seattle, Jake Bobo. It's not it's not that crazy. We gotta put him on the list. We gotta put him on the list. We gotta put him on the list. Yeah, it's pretty crazy. If Burks comes back to us, it's meant to be. We'll just go Burks, but I was trying my hardest not to click Treylon Burks. I would feel good about one of these 2. Stay Gallup off. Who's there at RB? I mean, Israel Abanikanda is probably a better pick than all these guys. Diggs, Higgins, Odunze, Hopkins, Lockett, McConkey, Roman Wilson, Javon Baker. I've leaned into less, but we do get the correlation with Burks. Maybe you get like a Ridley injury or something, or you just get one good spike week from Burks on week 17. That could honestly just make it worth it. 22 picks after ADP, last round pick. Burks, welcome to the team. Ooh, little news on Audric Estime. Watch like tore ACL or something just because we drafted him. Audric Estime is a unit, starting to be impressed by his quickness despite the size, improved his 40 time, and looks smooth. From Drake Wally, one of the beat writers for the Colts, looks like. He does not look fast in this video, boys. Let me pull this thing up. He does not look fast in this video. This this man is a liar. This man, he looks fast. When's the last time this dude ran? Drake Wally. Bro, he looks fast. Where is it? 32 beat writers. Here we go. You guys tell me. Does he look fast? The footwork's nice there, but that acceleration, it was just like he just didn't there was no and that's fine. He's a big dude, and I think this guy, if he gets a landing spot, he can be productive, but it's gonna be you're gonna be dependent on touchdowns. That's sort of the way I see him. You tell me this guy goes to Buffalo, he's not gonna rise 50 picks? Yeah, there was just 0 explosion. Feet's moving, but he's not going anywhere. Yeah, the footwork looked nice. AJ Dillon 2.0. As long as this guy falls forward, we're good with it. I think it is nice, oh, yeah, let me pull up the squads, Adam. I think it is nice that, there's a chance that he would land in Buffalo. Buffalo's always looking for a running back for the goal line. They brought in Damien Harris last year. They brought in Latavius Murray in the same year. Latavius Murray, Lenny, Damien Harris, like, they were desperately looking for a running back behind James Cook, and, they never found it. So, maybe they do go with a bigger back for the goal line. Here's our squad. We don't have to touch that again. Logan in the 3 spot with Josh Allen and Tua, nice pairing, and we give him the gift too. A pick after 9 picks after ADP. Schultz, Jonnu, and Sanders. I like the 3 tight ends. Aaron Jones, Ramondre Stevenson, Zamir White, Jerome Ford after ADP. Tyler Algier, Brendan Allen, like 16 picks after ADP. This is a freaking dime piece of a squad. I know he put off receiver though. Hill, DJ Moore, Amari Cooper, Brian Thomas Jr., probably trying to get that correlation Buffalo, BTJ to Buffalo because he reached 15 picks for it. Donnie Mitchell, Corley, Noah Brown, A.T. Perry, and Odell. Brings in the Odell click. It's a nice team. You definitely need a couple of these rookies to hit. But yeah, I mean, Noah Brown at 214 is fine too. I think that price is fine. Jaden Daniels, Aaron Rodgers, and Michael Penix Jr. for Adam in the 8 spot. Yeah, we got We sorta got boxed out of QB. Ingram, Otton, and Gesicki, I like the 3 tight ends. Breece Hall, Joe Mixon, James Conner, Jonathan Brooks, Kendre Miller, and J.K. Dobbins still I'm surprised. Surprised he's still clicking the JK. Although, if he's healthy for the last 4 or 5 games, 6 games of the year, and he finds a good landing spot, could be worth the click. Jonathan Brooks at 137 is really nice too, and then Kendre Miller at 185. This room, you could have stopped here, in my opinion, but, yeah, 224s, just send it. Devontae Adams, Mike Evans, Keenan Allen, Pickens, Williams. Oh, yeah, you crushed this draft. Corey Franklin at 128, Ricky Pearsall at 176. Gets Malik Washington as well. This team's disgusting. This team's disgusting. How can one person have so much fun in a draft and then the other one just be under constant misery? Nice draft, Adam. You crushed that one. You crushed that one. He's a more expensive Brandon Allen. Yeah, I always thought that, like, Estime has the chance to just be the goal line back on a team that needs one. So, we'll see. You want yeah. The rest of the team's really, really nice. If that could have been, like, Derek Carr, I don't know. Maybe get lucky on a landing spot for him, but yeah, star double RB, 100 I did this to myself. I did this to myself, and I knew that. You need falling value at position of need when you put yourself behind like that at other positions, and instead, we get sniped at QB from a naked Kirk Cousins guy. Love that. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for coming out tonight. If you enjoyed tonight's live stream on the way out, slap the like. We're gonna be doing a biggest board either tomorrow or the next day. Maybe we'll have a guest on for that as well. I'll have to do some reach outs. And yeah, hit the bell for notifications so you don't miss that. We'll catch you guys on the next one. Have a good night, Pounders.